Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, and well, back with a new and quick and dirty unboxing video because I received mail recently coming in from Belgium actually, which hadn't happened for a while. So here are some Belgian stamps for you to enjoy. And mail from Belgium in this case means mail from the ASPEN EDITIES label, which has been sorting me out with some releases like quite a while ago, but I haven't heard from them in, I don't know, 1 or 2 years maybe, so I'm not sure if they like stopped releasing music in the meantime or if they just didn't send me stuff, but I remember the name and I reviewed stuff of the label on my website nightsales.de, link of course down in the description box, and some other like ASPEN EDITIES unboxing video will be popping up in the end card, I guess. So let's dive into this quickly, but before that, has been a busy day today, of course. Been reviewing music I've been sent to by the Phono Radar Records label, recorded another like foundation or like electronic dance music foundation mix. The second one I recorded within the past week. So one I did for the 90s Rave radio show run by my friend Sascha Müller on Ems Fechtewelle, which is a German like radio station. Transmitting from Uelzen actually, so this will be like aired in, I guess, September, I guess. The date is not clear yet, but you can find out if you look down in the description box, I guess. And yeah, I did like a DJ mix going way back to the early days of electronic music and dance music with like disco and Latin freestyle and all this stuff. And I did another one today which was more like new beat, industrial, some acid house in there, but all going back to this to the era when like genres like house, techno, drum and bass or whatever weren't defined like specifically, but it was just like dance music and club music. But this is just a side note, so let's dive into this quickly. It feels like lightweight, so I presume there is one CD in here. So I'm gonna rip this open, and yeah, I was right. Didn't hit the bubble wrap, so another cut necessary. And what we got here is actually one album, which is in shrink wrap. So I'm gonna open this as well and put the shrink wrap aside. And well, I have heard like people complaining about like shrink wrap about in like CD releases and like vinyl and stuff, but from a vinyl distributor's perspective where I work actually, I'd say shrink wrap is well necessary because even though it's just like a micrometer thick foil or thin foil, it kind of holds the record together and in place, and when you ship stuff out, things are less likely to get damaged actually. And this goes even for when a box of records crashes. So if you have like the inside out cover print, probably those get damaged very easily, or the records like cut through from the inside, and if there's a little bit of shrink wrap around, it's well likely that the whole thing gets a little bit of tension and is stabilized in that way. So shrink wrap and plastic is way helpful, and it's probably more sustainable than having like to print probably 100 new covers because you get a replace damaged one which got damaged in the shipping process. But this is just a side note anyway. So what we got here is an album, ASPEN EDITIES 017, to be released on 1st of September 2023, and the artist is Pur Isa, Dissolution of the Other. There is a well interestingly formatted press sheet. And Pur Isa is a duo actually, which contains or is comprised of Ruben Martelings and Frédéric Leroux. Ruben Martelings is an artist that definitely is involved in the label and has released solo albums on there as well, which I remember and have reviewed. And I guess Frédéric Leroux is also a name that I remember, but I'm not sure if he was like a collaborating artist on one of the albums I received in the past, or if he had like also like solo releases on the label. But as I've mentioned in another video, if you review like one album per day basically, sometimes things and memories get a little blurred, so not remembering every detail about every album is like a normal thing, of course. But they have like joined or worked together in 2015, like back in the days, with another project, and Then they released an album in 2017, which was called When the Shade is Stretched as Aspen Edities 003. So this was like in the very beginning of the label, and they collaborated on various others occasion. And what they got here is an album like played on banjo and woodblocks, actually, as far as I can see here, sole instruments. So this seems to be a very minimalistic affair, probably rhythmic and inward looking, but also twangy because of banjo and stuff, which is described as an otherworldly vacuum rich in silence and shadow, with sounds that seem quite equally familiar as mystical. The music is broken up from its classic form and sounds like an instrumental field recording or musical ceremony. So solemn, inward looking, minimalistic, probably ambient leaning, even though being like played in real life is what I expect from here, actually. So let's have a look at the album, which looks like this, very beautiful, and also with a very beautiful artsy print, which is kind of typical for the Aspen Edities label. The inside looks like this, with the full CD coming out here. So a triple gatefold thing. Not even a tracklist mentioned here, I guess. All music composed and performed by Frédéric Leroux and Ruben Machtelings, recorded by Ted Messers in March of 2023. So very recent recordings. There's a painting. This is which has no title, but is taken from a book. And there is two things mentioned here, as you can see probably. Figures and Drifter, so maybe these are the two sole titles or tracks on this album. And the back looks like this. So what we got here is a probably very minimalist banjo meet woodblocks album on the Aspen Edities label, which I of course will review on my website nightstyles.de within probably a few days or weeks, probably even before it comes out. So I'm gonna take care of that, hopefully. And yeah, that's it for now. My small little unboxing for this. Sending a shout out over to Belgium. Thanks for sorting me out after like quite a break. And I'm curious what this is, and I'm thinking I'm gonna like this because, well, I like minimalist music to a certain degree, and this sounds like an interesting stuff I haven't heard like previously in a similar setting, I guess. So review to come soon. If you like to check out other stuff, of course, and another Aspen Edities unboxing video will be down there. Bandcamp as usual up there. So grab some stuff, grab some vinyl, grab some tapes, and I'm gonna go into editing mode right now. See you in the next one.